Good morning, everyone. I hope your weekend was great. Mine was good. I enjoyed myself at church yesterday. I was encouraged and motivated to move forward, to move ahead, to be a better Keisha, to be a better family member, to be a better co-worker. And I hope today that something has encouraged you to be a better you. When I was in my 20s, I was going through a rough time. And I'll never forget, I was so heartbroken, and I was at my mom's house and I was crying, and she came in the room and she was walking with a limp because she was sick the last few months of her life. And she walked in the room and with that limp, and she came and she sat on the bed with me and she asked me, she said, "Baby," she said, "what's wrong?" And she asked me a series of different questions and everything. I just shook my head and I said, "No." And she got up with this limp and she went and she got her word. She went and got that Bible because that's all she knew to get her through whatever she was going through. And she went, I believe it was to the book of Psalms that speaks about how God will wipe every tear away. That no matter what we go through, basically, He's there. Now, for all you Bible scholars, please, I said it might be, let me say it might be in the book of Psalms, but I know it's somewhere in the Bible where God speaks about wiping all of our tears away. And so she told me, she said, no matter what you go through, God will wipe every tear away. And so I remembered with that when I was a little bitty girl, and we lived, guess where? In the projects in Hearn, across the railroad tracks. We lived over there in apartment 74. And we walked to my grandmother's house. And she told me, she said, "It's nothing bad that you can go through that you can't tell mama." And so this morning, I want to reflect on parents. Maybe you might say, my parents didn't raise me. My dad wasn't there. My mom left. My dad didn't know how to be a parent. So you might feel like you didn't have the best of parents. Well, let me tell you this. If God knows that each child that's born has a place in this world, that means that He knew that the parents that He gave you were the right parents. Maybe you missed out on one of your parents raising you. That's okay. Every day that you wake up and have breath in your body, that's another opportunity for you to say, you know what? I'm going to pray about my relationship with my parent. And I'm going to be the best son, the best daughter that I can be. And maybe if you're a parent and you didn't raise your child, and today you want to do better, take that opportunity. You don't have to always replace love with money. That child may be waiting for you to send a simple text to say, "Daughter, son, I'm praying for you. Mama loves you. Daddy loves you. Be the best you that you can be today." So it works from both ends. It works from both ends. We can't sit back as sons and daughters and wait on our parents if God puts something on our heart to do towards our parents. And maybe you don't have your parents like I do. I don't have my mom. I don't have my dad. So what I do is I reflect back on the good things that they did, on the positive things that they did. My dad loved to drink. He loved to drink. His love for drinking went way past his love to do that. It was something that he woke up in the morning doing. We weren't able to stop him from doing it. But guess what? I can look back and I can say, you know what? I learned this from my dad. My dad knew how to pay his bills on time. Nothing ever got turned off. He knew how to save money. He knew how to put his money in the right place to keep his home afloat. So yes, I did learn something from my dad, even though he had something negative in his life. And don't you know that's how God wants us to view every situation in our lives, that we can learn something from it. We can learn something from that negative person that's in our lives. Maybe your mom wasn't there for you for whatever reason. That's okay. That's all right. Each and every day that you have breath in your body is a new opportunity. And I want to commend those parents and those children who have taken the opportunity to look past what didn't happen when they were young, when they were growing up. And they have taken the opportunity to develop and grow a better relationship, a new relationship. Because guess what? Each and every day is an opportunity to do better. And we don't just do better for ourselves, we do better for others, those that are around us, those that are connected to us. So this morning, I just want to take this time to say to all of the parents out there, be the best parent that you can be. Don't live in the past. Pray and ask God to help you to be the very best mom, the very best dad that you can be. I want to take this time to commend all of the children who have chosen to love your parents in spite of what they did or what they did not do. And for you children who are being raised by a single parent, whether it's a man or a woman, because like I said, it works from both sides. If you have a parent, if you're being raised by a parent who every time you turn around, they're saying something negative about that parent who's not there, let me say to you right now that that's not right. Maybe that parent is not there. Maybe they're not. But it's not our job to speak negative to our children